defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to the ground with the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run it. It's Marshall. Makes a man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And the Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Lays out in the end zone. Did he get it? Hey, look, Ma, one hand, touchdown.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Caught over the middle. It's Avant. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Pulls it in. It's Carter. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Avent. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. So here comes the Michigan offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Underwood. Under fire. Still looking. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Might have a chance. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bentley. He's got the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. The play action fake. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coach...
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Blue 22.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Down. Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Set hot.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Right back to it. Open space at the 25. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. Rushes on him, and down he goes. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Headed outside, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan.
There's a crease.
This offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll try the left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39.
Ready.
They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Strong, firm tackle. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Blue 22. Move.
Quarterback making checks. On the move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Blue 85.
Tight end now in motion.
But hard.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fires complete on the crosser. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Break.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Ready. Wide 53. Ready, go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They're dealing with a second and long.
22. Go, go.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Defender miss. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Fights off a defender. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Blue 30. Blue 30. Red 29.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
White 29. White 29. Set hot.
Gives it on the option. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Ready. White 80. White 80.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Hot, hot, hot.
Going for the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. A one-sided game like this one and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the deep.
There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A one-sided game like this one and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to move them on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue 22.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. It's complete to the left.
The first down pass was complete on the screen. Pickup of 5.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Ready? Red 54, red 54. Go.
The RPO, it's complete. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the grab. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finding some room. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury's not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Go.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Underwood fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Underwood. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Back to pass, it's Bentley. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Wants to throw. It's Bentley. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Now on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This third down a little longer after that penalty.
Ready? Blue 30, blue 30. Go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Tight end getting vertical. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Switch it.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 14. Where did he go?
Wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And they got him.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
White 29. Red 25.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got a little grass. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Creates a little space. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.